I contacted Martin Gerard because I was looking to sell my house, and they came round, Stuart came round, did an appraisal and said to me, give us the property for 6 weeks, see how we get on, and I just felt really confident that they knew what they were doing. I had another agent involved in the process. I'd spoken to them about a year previously, and when I decided to sell the house, I went and spoke to them. Martin Gerard were different in that they kept me up to date on what was going on, because the other agent, every time I call, it was, well, the market's slow, we've told you it's going to take a while, but there was no explanation as to, one, why I wasn't getting many viewings, and two, was I pricing it wrong? What was wrong? So I felt as though I was a nuisance when I called them. Whereas with Stuart, I was getting weekly calls saying, this is what's happened, these are how many views we've had, this is the feedback. And when I'd say, is there anything else I can do? No, we'll manage it all. So I felt really confident that they knew what they were doing. What impressed me most was the level of professionalism. They were very professional. They were very confident in control. I have just sold the house. I've actually had 2 offers this time round. So this time round we've had a previous sale fall through, but again, they've handled it really well, and I felt really confident from their point of view that these things happen, it's happened early, and we're dealing with it. And that to me was the most important thing, is we know what we're doing, please let us get on with it. I think if it were another agent, one, they wouldn't have been as tenacious in trying to resell the property, and two, I think they would have probably encouraged me to take some of the very low offers that came through on the basis that they knew I was keen to sell. So I was saying I want to sell, I want to move the property on. And at no stage did they say, well, you can take one of these other offers, they're not particularly brilliant, but you really do want to sell. They actually said, well, your property's worth more than that. We believe we can get you a good price. And therefore I felt confident when I had 2 offers come in that they would guide me as to which one was the right one to take, and the fact that that was the best I was going to get. I would look for someone who's reliable and trustworthy and who gives me an honest evaluation of the market. And without a doubt, that sums up Martin Gerard. They've been very honest throughout their dealings with me. They've been very honest about the state of the market, and they have been very honest when it was time to actually drop the price because the market was changing. They were very honest in explaining to me why, but again, not allowing me to do any unnecessary work on the house, saying you can do it by all means, but it's not going to get you a better price. I felt as though Martin Gerard actually cared about giving me a good service. They cared about my business. And whereas another agent I think may have moved on to the next property on the market, which would probably have been easier to sell, I felt as though they felt a certain obligation as we've taken it on, we need to sell it for you. And that made me feel as though there was more of an investment from them than I would have got from another agent. I decided to give up my personal time to give this testimony because I think it's really important to demonstrate to Martin Gerard how much of a difference their service meant to me. They've taken so much stress away from me, and I think it's really important because you could go and buy them cakes or buy them a bottle of champagne, but I think in the business they're in, I think testimonial is probably the best recommendation I can do. I would feel absolutely comfortable recommending Martin Gerard. In fact, I wouldn't recommend anybody else because I feel as though I've got absolutely excellent service. I'm confident that things will go through, or if we get any problems up to the date of sale, I can ring them up and it'll get sorted. And for me, that's the most important thing.